promise this is gonna be a quick video, 100%, not lying. It's not gonna be a 30-minute video, for sure. I hope. What the hell is Saulus? Okay, Saulus Convent. So today, right, I realized that people don't know why they take Falconer, and they don't understand how the class works with Musketeer, so this is going to be very basic. I'm just going to show you why Falconer works well with Musketeer or any sort of AOE class at all. The reason the reason why it works well with Musketeer and Sapper, right? Basically, skills, the way they work, right, they have AOE attack ratio. Some don't, some are target locked, like Phazon. No matter what kind of AOE defense the mobs have, you will always hit 15 mobs. Even if they have 5 AOE defense, you know, 4, 3, you will always hit 15 as long as it's within range. For skills such as covering fire, however, their AOE attack ratio is 0. So you can see on the skill, there's no indication either. Same for penetration shot. And as for archers, right, different classes have different innate AOE attack ratio. For archers, your AOE attack ratio value is 0. The reason I have 1 is because right now I'm using Somiki set. So what does this mean, right? What does AOE attack ratio mean? Let's say there are 2 mobs. Okay, let's say there are 2 mobs, just imagine, okay, there's like 2 Henamings in front of me. Henamings are XS size or S size, I frankly can't remember. XS, extra small, is basically AOE defense ratio 1. And small mobs are AOE defense ratio 2. So as their size increases, their AOE defense goes up. So on and so forth. Basically you get the idea now. What happens is that if there are 2 Henamings and I have 2 AOE attack ratio, covering fire can hit both of them. However, if I have 1 AOE attack ratio, or 0 basically, covering fire, these 11 shots, right, would land randomly on both of them, or they will apply to the one with the highest AOE defense ratio, which in this case both of them have 1, so you end up probably hitting all your shots on only 1 Henaming, or it will end up randomly hitting both of them. Can showcase it later, I guess, but for now I'm gonna show you why this skill aiming, right, can increase your DPM and how much damage you can do with Musketeer and your Sapper skills. What the fuck? Okay, fine. Create a party. Damn it. Getting pranked by IMC. Okay, perfect. This is like the best. This is like the best place to explain everything. Okay, we're gonna go down now. We're gonna see. Also, for people who don't know how to do Saulus, right? How do you do this in a short amount of time? Okay. Gonna do a small guide while trying not to derail from the topic. So you take a dice, no matter what, you don't match it to the current one that it's at because it will never match, okay? So you bring it around. Oh wait, I don't have my map on anymore. You can see these mobs, right? These are likely S-size mobs, both of them. I don't have the add-on to show it, but roughly by memory or, you know, by looking at the mob itself, you can probably tell whether they are medium, small, or extra small. Okay, so you go to a cube, try getting it. It's not this one. Let's see if we can spawn a boss real quick, and then I can show how the skills work. It's not this one either. Okay, fine. So we tried 2 cubes, right? There's only 3 cubes left, right? And should be this one? Nope. Okay, fine. Wait, is my mic even turned on? Yeah, it is. Okay. I thought I was talking the. Hey, stop it! Damn it! I'm running low on stamina. Do I have? Nope, I do not have stamina potions. Okay, I'm boosted. Okay, and yeah, sometimes you can drop the cube apparently for God knows whatever reason. And it's not this cube either, so what you do, right, is that you are guaranteed to match 2 bosses right now. Because this is the only cube that you haven't identified yet. So a boss has appeared, right? What you do now is you take the very same cube that is on this one, right? And sorry, let me turn on the volume. Right, so you take this, you go back to where you got the cube from. Okay? So you bring it back here, and you match this dice with the cube. And you got 2 bosses. So with that said, right, there are 5 cubes in this map in total. So you got 2 cubes out of the way already. There's only 3 possible combinations left in a sense. Now I'm gonna show you, okay? Now pay attention to how the skills hit, how much damage they do basically. I'm gonna get rid of this real quick. Okay. Now you see, let's look at this Moya Broker, okay? You can use penetration shot, it hits, 2 hits, okay, that's a horrible example. Please give me a while. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so he's charging again, right? Okay, now see. Come on, 1 second. Okay, so let's look at the Moya Broker. I'm gonna try hitting penetration shot. You see it lands about 2, 4, 6 hits, right? 6 in which, in this case, that's 3 out of 5 of penetration shots. And now you're gonna look at Spike Shooter. Right? Okay. You see how many hits it's landing? It's only hitting 2 or even 1. I'm gonna try and okay, sorry. Oh my god. Fucking dangerous. You see it's landing 3 shots or maybe even 2 right now. For fuck's sake, why are they so pain now? Okay. Now watch what happens, right? When you use aiming, sorry. I'm gonna turn aiming on now. Now look at hello? Where's aiming? Okay, you probably can't see the purple circle. Okay, now it's there, right? And my spike shooter ran out and I'm about to die. I'm so sorry. This is like bad example. Can't move, I'm gonna die. Please don't do this to me. Maybe 2 bosses were too much. Okay, so let's bring the fat guy over here. Okay, spike shooter. Now you see, look at how many hits it's dealing now. It's close to 7 or 6 hits even. That's how good spike shooter is with aiming. So what aiming does, right, is that enemies within your target range, your hawk can be attacked from outside the normal range up. I'm stuttering now. Basically what happens is that there's a purple circle on the boss. I don't know why it's not showing, maybe it's a bug, but just now I think you guys were able to see it. Basically what happens with the purple circle is that any of these arrows, right, most of them would miss naturally. That's why you were seeing like 2 hits and so on the other objects, or like the boss even, like only 3 or 2 hits would hit. So this purple circle that appears around the boss, right, what is it actually? Is that if any of your attacks go through that purple circle, like if they land within the purple circle, like it doesn't have to land on the boss, you know, anywhere on the purple circle itself, it will register as a hit. So what goes from 3 hits, right, to 6 hits or 7 hits, that's basically double your damage already. And you can see from penetration shot, hitting 3 out of 5 of it, right, is as good as losing about, well, 40% of your damage. which is a bad thing honestly. It's quite bad. You may not think of it as much, you know, when you first see it, like you'll be thinking like, oh, it's just 2 hits, it's nothing much. But it counts for a lot of DPS gain when you actually do long boss fights or when you're going for record runs, etc. So let me try to spawn another boss one last time, and I will try to display it, I guess. Maybe this map wasn't the best after all, there's so many fucking mobs. Okay, as I was saying about the cube thing, right? There are only 3 possible combinations. Actually, there's only 2. Like, there's only this one. You take a cube from either 3, and there'll only be 2 cubes for you to match. So either one of the cubes is gonna spawn the boss, and this dungeon can be done really fast even if you're soloing, you know, as long as you know how to do it. It's just, I don't think the information was made public or anything. Maybe it was, but somehow people still don't know how to do it. I just don't know how. Right, okay, so it's Block C now. Where is he going? Are you okay, bro? Okay, yeah, okay, you're fine. You're very angry. You gotta throw Phaser. Let's get rid of these mobs real quick. Okay, so Block C's over there, right? I'm gonna cast aiming now. Right? I'm gonna try to see. Okay, you see this purple circle right now, right? Now let's look at. Why is it registering on one mob only? Okay, whatever. Let's look at penetration shot. That was 10 hits right there. Okay, anything within this purple circle, right? Any hits in this purple circle itself. For example, if I put stick stockades there, it will register as a hit. You don't have to directly hit the boss itself anymore. So aiming is really good. Okay, so he's running around like a retard now. Okay, let's bring him down. Let's do one spike shooter. Right? You can see how much damage it's dealing right now. Look at it. This is very good DPS gain. Gotta bring it back. Okay, let's just kill it. Well, anyway, that's pretty much like about it, you know, the werewolf is about to appear. Should I kill this also? You also saw how some of the pillars ate covering fire, right? This is basically what I meant about AOE attack ratio. So it ate quite a numerous amount of your DPS. You're losing, you could lose possibly about 50 to 60% of your damage just because you know, your damage is getting eaten up, which is why circling is also a very good skill to use. What it does is that it reduces the AOE defense ratio to 1, right? So as long as you have a decent amount of AOE attack ratio, currently I have 1, if you use food buffs you can probably go up to 4, potion you can probably go up to 7. When you use all this, right, and the AOE defense ratio is reduced to 1, basically you can hit 7 mobs now. And the best part about circling is that it gives you 3 AOE attack ratio on top of that 7, so you get 10. So you go from hitting 1 mob to hitting 10, which is what makes Falconer so amazing to use on Musketeer and Sapper. Like, it just has so much synergy with it. Of course you can go other classes, like say maybe... Like, there really is no, you know, rule or bad or good kind of thing right now. Like, it's just that this build is what I find to be most effective if you are looking for a all-rounder build. Like, it has everything inside of it, you know. If you if you want to go a full support route, you can probably drop Sapper and you can go Pipe Piper, but I wouldn't recommend that because, you know, Pipe Piper is, it brings a lot of buff, like DPS wise to the team, but so does Falconer. Falconer helps a lot of other classes as well with your AOE attack ratio, your aiming, you know, debuffs. Overall, Falconer I believe would be better, especially in solo content. You wouldn't want to invest on a character, right? Okay, let me just put it this way, right? What Pipe Piper brings to the table is way lesser in terms of funding. Like if you're gonna fund a character, right, and you use a Pipe Piper, this is quite a waste because all it does, right, is give you better DPS supposedly in parties depending on what classes you bring. But if you bring a Falconer, you can do a lot more damage when you are funded with this, especially when you pump points into Phazon, Sonic Strike even, Tomahawk, no, even Preemptive Strike, man. And it works so well with Musketeer, right? Because of this. See this? Applies 3% of additional minimum crit chance per attribute level to all Falconer skills. This is level 10, basically that is 30% minimum crit rate on all your Falconer skills. And Musketeer is a crit level. You gain 50% critical damage, not attack. Critical damage, 50% multiplier. In this case, it means that you're doing 200% crit damage. So Falconer is really way better to have with Musketeer. It's just, there's so much synergy to go along with it, you know. But then again, most other people would have Falconers, you know, so there's really no right or wrong way to build a class. So my advice is to have multiple characters, you know, then you can go whatever build you want, you can swap on the fly or whatever not. Or if you do your dailies and stuff, you know, unlike me, I don't. It's so fucking sad. You can probably change your classes a lot more than I can right now. Can be more flexible, I guess. But overall, I hope this, you know, helps to answer most of the questions or like, yeah, you get it, you know. I'm gonna log off now. I swear this video is probably like 20 minutes. Every time, right? I say I want to make a video short, right? It ends up super long. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but yeah, I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. If, you know, you have any questions about how the whole skill thing works, and yeah, you can feel free to ask, I guess. I am going to log out now. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.